going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Lone Wolv Podcast. I'm your host, Wolfson, and in today's episode, it's gonna be one of those super chill, relaxing, talking episodes. You know, just whatever, whatever. I become a teenager. Anyway, so I also had to bring some of my homies into this episode because, what better do a super chill episode than to do it with my homies. So I brought my homie Seltz, which you guys have seen in plenty of the episodes, and as well, another mutual homie of ours, the one and only Kamo. Now, Kamo's actually have an interesting background because it's because of Kamo I managed to play one of the biggest music festivals in Puerto Rico on a sold-out show on a nasty back-to-back primetime main stage era, and it was just super dumb. But it also, Kamo has done so much more for me, and I wanted him to come over, just to kick it with me and Seltz and just talk lots of crap, We're just going back and forth. But we'll also started talking about some of the stuff that he has done and some of the stuff that he's planning to do and what it is to find a specific trend for the EDM scene and what does move or what does market-wise and what kind of shows he can build and stuff. Like, it's a lot of inside info that he actually brought into the table. And I wanted him to come over because I know he has a lot of knowledge, a lot of connections, and he could tell his side of the story of how he's done all this type of stuff. So it's actually a pretty good episode. So please, guys, stay tuned all the way. Be sure to like and subscribe for your weekly episodes, the Lone Wolv Podcast, for SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and of course the YouTube channel at lonewolfpod.com. That's lonewolfpod.com. where you can check all my latest episodes. You can also follow me at Twitch and any other social medias at Wolfson Music. And you can always hit me up and comment and DM me for any other exclusive updates for what episodes am I doing, what topic am I talking about, who am I bringing to the show, as well as any other topics that you want me to bring up. Please always let me know at Wolfson Music. Now, without further ado, let's get started. This is the Lone Wolv Podcast. Boom! Yeah, that's fine. All right. So you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do the podcast, bro.
Let's do it, man. Well, we already started, man. So thank you guys for coming in for the show, man.
Of course, man.
Thank you for having us.
I'm always happy to have my homies on my show, man, because it just gives me lots of joy, and we could just basically just talk for hours about shit and what's happening in today's world, including the EDM scene.
True. Definitely have a beard though.
Oh, dude! By the way, look, new headphones.
Ooh. Oh. What headphones are those?
Those are the I forgot. 770s Pros, 250 ohms.
From which company? Which brand?
I'll tell you right now. It's Bayer Dynamic. Bayer Dynamic.
Never heard of that brand.
Yeah, these are I heard nothing but good reviews. Yeah, they're super comfortable, so you could just be mixing it and mastering the songs for hours, which you're not supposed to do, but you could do it for hours. And
oh, nice. How much do you spend on them?
This thing froze.
There were $179, I think, which is not bad compared to like other like professional headphones that are like $300, which I was like, nah, I don't feel like spending that much.
Yeah, the Sennheisers that I really want it's like around that range of $300, and I'm like, I'm not in it to pay that much.
Yeah, I actually wanted to get the focused what was it? Focal audio headphones, but they were around that price range.
My coworker actually has those.
And they're good, right?
Yeah, he told me that especially if you're mixing with vocals, those are actually a very good ideal headphones.
Right. Yeah. I've heard the same thing. But compared to this, it's like either the same or a little bit better. So and it's less. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go with these.
I mean,
super comfortable.
What headphones you got?
Like that.
I used to have the Audio Technica's M50s. And they were just like, you couldn't really hear the details in the mid range and the low end. You couldn't really understand it. So, yeah, it was just basically a lot of like loud, high end, basically. So I just got rid of it. I mean, I still have it here, but I don't use it.
I'm surprised that you've used those for the longest time. I mean, Audio Technica, I have nothing against them, but those are like the cheap versions of any good products for any equipments. Like those are the type of headphones that you will get it as your last resort or when you're coming up, not as when you're already trained enough to know what's good and what's bad. Like you wouldn't go with Audio Technica. You'll go for something a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason I started focusing more and the reason why it took so many years is because, I got the HS8s. But throughout the years, I've noticed that, my room is not really well treated. So I'll like what it sounds like in my room doesn't translate well in the outside world, like in cars, speakers and all that stuff. So until now, I started getting more informed on the headphones, and that way I can actually hear and pay attention to what I'm actually doing. And that's when I started investing in this headphone. I still have the Sennheiser ones that you have. It's just that one. I think when we were in SAE, me, I always used to crank up stuff super loud volume.
Yeah.
So I think they just popped or something like that. They don't sound good.
Really? Damn,
I
you popped them?
I don't know if I popped them where it's just they're used already. But the thing is, the one thing I do like about this, dude, the stereo information is so easy to pick up on these.
That's why I stick with the Sennheisers, man. But the problem that I'm facing right now with the Sennheisers that I got is that the foam itself is wearing off. So you know that on any noise canceling headphones, they're as good as they last with the phones, because if you use it multiple times on a daily basis, then the foam will start to get just to your body and then it'll wear off, and then to the point like now you got your headphones like right there in your ears.
And not only that, but also it starts peeling and stuff like that.
Yeah, it starts looking very ugly at a certain time, man.
Yeah, that's why these, man, I highly recommend. Look, they're not foam or anything. It's like a sponge or something.
Right.
Super comfortable, super, and it goes over your ear. You know how the other ones just like they're literally on your ear, but this one like literally circles the whole thing.
That's what I like about these Corsair ones that I have. Like, I don't know too much about headsets, but these Corsairs I have, like they're weird because they're like rectangular, but they're so comfortable. And
I mean, those are supposed to be comfortable because those are the
these are like gaming ones, but like, bro, I mean, the quality is super fire. I think I paid, bro. These are wireless, by the way. Like, I have them charging right now, but like these, bro, the bass on them is super fire. Everything is super clean on them. They're comfortable as hell. Like my ears don't get tired. And bro, they were only $90 when I got them at Best Buy.
Really?
Super cheap, bro. Yeah, super cheap. And they runs on battery for like a good minute. Like
by physical batteries?
No. It's like charging with the cable.
Okay.
Right? It'll go like all day or so with it, pretty much.
Gotcha.
I mean, those Corsair headphones, that's the same company of Elgato, right?
I believe they're like affiliated. I don't know too much about Corsair. I just know mainly more about damn, I'm having a brain fart. The other two companies, it's Logitech, and then the other one is
Razer.
Yeah, Razer. Yep.
It's very funny because most of the time gaming headphones for some reason are more, they last long than studio headphones, because gaming headphones, they're designed for you to wear them at all times. I mean, you've been playing video games for how many hours? Like
50 plus hours,
minute, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Madres. Yeah,
like hours. They're designed to like, all right, this headphones need to be here and last over 50 plus hours every week or something like that. Studio headphones are not designed for that for some reason. Even though studio headphones are better, have a better quality of use, but the gaming ones have a better lasting use.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
That's true.
I mean, honestly, they're abused, bro. Gaming headphones are abused like crazy, like
exactly.
I mean, producers and everything, they're always in the studio and stuff, but there's always like breaks here and there, bro. When it comes to gaming, people don't even think about like, you're just gaming, gaming, having the fucking headsets going and everything.
Yeah.
And you don't even realize like how many hours you put like in your headsets, while you're gaming. The time flies like that, especially when you're gaming.
Dude, Another thing that we're talking about headphones, dude. Until now, I realized that there's certain like you know about electrician, or you're like you graduated for that.
Yeah.
These are 250 ohms, man.
Yeah.
So my interface with the Apollo has to be cranked up all the way in the top to even like put up enough volume to like give it to the normal volume to like normal headphones. You get what I'm saying?
Wow, really?
Yeah, because normal headphones, they could be like 35 ohms, 80 ohms or something like that. And apparently you need a headphone amplifier, but I feel like if I just turn it up all the way up, it's like normal volume. I don't need it any louder than that, obviously, because I don't want to damage my ears.
Yo, that means that
you don't want to pop the thing up, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that means that the interface is asking more for your headphones.
Yeah, I know. Because an interface is not really meant to power. I mean, that's what you have headphone amps for. But obviously these are high end things, so that's why it's like barely supposed. Like it could do it,
right? That's what the Apogee interface is made for. For some reason, that small little Apogee Duet.
Apogee. Let me see.
Apogee Duet. That's the one that Archie has, and that small little interface cranks out the volume on anything, whether it's the monitors, whether it's your headphones, like the decibels. It could go. I forgot how many decibels it was. It was like a large amount of decibels that can stretch out for you to listen. I'm like, damn, that's how powerful that fucking interface is, and it's a small ass little interface.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just searching it up really quick. Yeah, it powers the same thing as mine. You just have to crank it up when it's 250 ohms.
Yeah,
Modulus.
Yeah,
that's too much.
That's good.
Yeah,
I've seen those interfaces a lot, like in a lot of places, and it's good. It looks good.
I mean, that company is literally the competition to Apollo's.
Yeah.
So you imagine, he told me specifically that the Apogee is actually pretty good for vocals and for studio vocals and whatnot.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like everything is good for vocals as long as you record it at at good levels, and then you're just not clipping. You have the right mic placement or a good mic, a decent mic, not the greatest, but a decent mic. You should be good.
As long as it's a decent mic. I mean, how many times have we said in this podcast, like, as long as you got a good, decent mic, like you can record anything, as long as, you make sure it's not clipping. And the rest of it is just us, cleaning it up.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we do the mixing.
Another thing though where it falls in is a lot on the artist who's singing, because like some artists, they go from like low volume to high volume, and they need to know how to control that themselves and pronunciate things clearly, unless they're like doing what's it called, mumble rap or something like that. You get me? I don't know. I don't know if that's still a thing, bro. That's kind of dead from the SoundCloud days.
Pretty much.
I mean, the mumble rap is still on. I mean, you just don't hear it that often anymore, because the people who started the mumble rap, they're in it. They're set. Anybody who's trying to do mumble rapping right now is like, they're not gonna go anywhere. That's just
pretty much. I mean, it's just kind of like EDM genres in general. You have a lot of people that try to do like progressive house. Progressive house is fire, but like, can you really blow up on progressive house right now? I mean, besides like the whole pandemic and everything going on right now, it does make just trying to create, genres that are already out and get known, because, you're dealing with a big factor of like exposure, which is like trying to play shows all around and kind of showing your music. I mean, right now, everything is moving very digitally with streaming and stuff like that. Virtual tours, as they're called. Mm-hmm. Right now, people, instead of, having to go to this city and then to that city, what they're doing is doing like a little virtual tour where you're going to do a set for like Insomniac events. You have like a set for Dirty Bird and all that. And I mean, if you're an artist, that like going back to making like progressive house, you feel me? And like you have something good, and you're able to like get along into those virtual tours. Yeah, you might have a chance of getting more exposed, because I mean, people are trying to listen to that new music, still dealing with a pandemic and everything. But realistically, it's hard, trying to get into a genre that has already been out for a while. It's just every genre in general, not only EDM or hip hop or rap.
Like something that just passed its time already.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's just every year, you see some type of new genre coming out. Like right now, we have the future rhythm, right?
Future rhythm. That's like the new thing.
Yeah,
Chavallo introduced
rhythm.
me into that.
Yeah.
And
Future rhythm. And now I'm into melodic dubstep.
Yeah.
It's always something new.
So it's just like, it's interesting, like what else can someone come up with and stuff, but sometimes people make ideas that if it works, it's a big idea, but then if you kind of like see it, it's kind of like So it's like I've been watching kind of like those tune reactors from Space Yacht. Right. There's just one guy that like sends songs every time. I think his name is like Astro Glitch, and what he does is he basically does like glitchy music, and it feels like things are off key and everything. It's very weird, but I'm sure that maybe there's definitely like a market to it. But it's like the chances
very
of
experimental.
That genre, yeah, super experimental. But like the chance of like that type of genre like to come up is very, very low.
How can you tell like what genres you believe is gonna come up or blow up again?
Well, it's just more of trending, hypeness, like what's going on. Like, I mean, like dubstep, realistically right now, house is killing everything. I believe so, bro. House remains undefeated, bro. Like, can you really say right now, is there a fire dubstep song that like is able to bring numbers and stuff like that? Like, Subsidia Record is achieving a lot of good stuff right now, releasing a lot of music and everything. But, can you really say, damn, this new dubstep song is fire and it's going to go mainstream and stuff like that? Or like show-wise, it's kind of hard to say for the future, yeah, we can get this guy here because he has this one song, whatever, and like people want to go see him, I just feel like right now, house is like just killing everything. If you're making house, you have big chance of getting known more and stuff like that. For example, like with Mikey, Mikey started off doing like hard style. He started doing like hard style and all that, the heavy type of music. And then he kind of just decided to change it up and started doing house. And he kind of picked like the right time to do it. He's been having a lot of support from people. He just got that track signed from Space Yacht, the compilation that came out.
Yeah.
And he's getting support, bro, by a lot of big people. Thomas Gold. He got supported by Tiesto on his radio show.
Damn.
Like
that's what's up.
And it's just like that, like it's huge ups. And it's just like if artists kind of pick up like what's really going on, and they can take advantage of it, and obviously it's something that they enjoy doing, not doing just because of like the hype. Right now, artists can definitely do something different like that,
I mean, that's kind of like how it happened to me when I started up making music and starting DJing. Before I was into house, I was into that big room era,
Yeah.
I think everybody was.
Yeah, everybody was.
That's the era I actually got in from like it wasn't until like sophomore year, bro. It was like 2012, 2013 time where like I got into it, and it was like Hardwell and everything. You have all the big blaster jacks, bass jackers, like you name it, like all that shit. Like that shit was fucking dope.
Yeah,
Chavallo,
everything, Chavallo.
Oh yeah.
Chavallo. Go back to that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I hope he's
But it kind of happened like that when I saw the big room is dying out and trap was popping up even more. That's when I jump in the wave. And as I was jumping up the wave with trap, dubstep was like it was going with trap. It was like, all right, I can play trap with dubstep. Oh, okay, these two go together. So I went into it. I jump in, and then before you know it, I'm the trap dubstep producer,
Yeah.
And then we got Seltz right here with the Moombaton.
Yeah, started Moombaton time. Oh, those songs. I listened to them.
They're pretty bad, man.
Yeah, oh my god, like I don't know. I mean, at the moment it was super fire, because you always believe everything is fire. But I mean, at the same time, that also comes with progression of your production and everything, which is a very good sign. When you go back and you listen to your shit, you're like, yo, this this is garbage,
Yeah,
but also shows like how far you come along the way,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
like with a Retro Boy, he used to be explicit and everything, and he's been showing me a lot of like his old stuff that he never released, and like you could just listen to it and you're like, yo, this is kind of like 2010 2011 production shit, to like the stuff now, like everything is a lot cleaner and stuff like that, so it's always good to always keep kind of like track of like your old stuff, to always have like a benchmark, or what can I say, like a set point in like life, showing you like where you started to where you're at now, how far you've come along in production.
As I was looking into my catalog of songs, I started out with 2 house songs, and then I did 2 bass house remixes, and then I kind of like see the quality of each song all the way to where I am right now. There were some songs like, how the fuck did I make this song? And there's one particular song that I hate to my core. Like I hate this song that's called King Boo. That was released.
Oh, I remember that one.
Oh man,
I remember that one.
It was released on Drop Central, and I hate that song. When I listen to it, I hate it. I hate it so much. And so far, it's like one of the hottest songs that I have in their label. I'm like, how the fuck? People listening to this? How the shit?
Yeah, I mean, it also just goes along with labels itself. The labels are always coming out left and right. And
that's so crazy, bro. It's been 3 years since that.
Really? 3 years? Damn.
I thought it was a little bit more, but still, 3 years is 3 years.
For my song?
Yeah, your song.
Damn, 3 years.
Damn.
And you have a lot. You have 27K. Nice, bro.
27K for a trash song that I keep saying to everybody, like, yo, that's like the worst song I've ever made. In fact, I think my house songs are better than that trash.
Oh wait, my song is coming over, right?
No,
was it?
No,
I didn't hear anything. But what was the other thing? Yeah, and that song and Killers, I didn't like Killers very much, and I made that song for Halloween, and I was like, like I feel like I didn't do much about it. But the other songs like Future Fiend, Black Order, some of the remixes I made for Mode Step. Shout out to our boys right there.
Shout out. They're gonna be here soon too.
Oh, they're coming this Thursday. Hey, Wilson, real quick, bro. What do you think sounds better? There's which one will you choose? Fiora, Tarek, Warwick, or Singe? Which one you like?
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Never mind. I was just having you choose one of those like random names, bro. You're not really supposed to know what is it about.
Okay, say the names again.
Oh, well, I gotta. I'll give me a little bit. All right, here we go. We have Tarek. What do you think about when you think of Tarek?
Tarek sounds like Terravita, to be honest.
Oh, Terravita. There's Jarvin the Fourth.
Jarvin sounds like Jarvis from Marvels, from Division.
All right, Dr. Mundo. You like Dr. Mundo? Or Singe?
Right. Dr. Mundo sounds like Telemundo's doctor.
No, Telemundo's doctor, bro. All right, I'm gonna just go with Dr. Mundo then. That's it.
Yeah, you're the doctor, man. You're the doctor. Is that what your name? It's no longer Camo. It's now Dr. Mundo.
Oh, Dr.
Mundo.
Now that I'm saying Dr. Mundo a couple of times, it kind of sounds like you're mooning at me.
Oh, Mooney.
Dr. Mooney. Dr. Mooney. Oh man.
What's your progression?
Who's mine or Kevin?
Yours, Seltz.
Okay, so in terms of what though? Let's break it down.
Songs, man. Like I just told you my worst songs to my best songs.
Well, I guess the cringiest song that I've ever released was the one in La Clinica Records. The
Shots Fire.
Damn.
No, not the label. Not the label. My song. I think it was called Local Party.
That's the one that I think of all the time, bro.
Bro, that when I listened to it, I was like, "Oh my god, what the hell?" It sounds like crack music, bro.
Yeah, like 3 different drops in that shit, bro. You'd have like a trap part come out of nowhere. It's like unexpected. I'm like, yo, back down. I'm like, yo, this is the hardest shit. Yeah, I know. I was like, yo, this is fire, bro.
Dude, you know what else I was thinking of? Remember that fucking The Cruella remix that I was doing for a remix competition, bro. Fuck.
Cruella remix. What?
Yeah.
No, the one I remember you're doing was something rain.
Oh,
That
Rain.
track was-
Yeah.
that one. That one was
Yeah,
fire.
no,
Oh
that
yeah,
was-
it was that one.
I
That
remember
was
that one.
Rain.
And then
That was pretty cool. That's what I mean, I don't want to
That
put
shit was
this out
gas.
there and someone fact check me if I'm being, biased or whatever, I'm wrong. But dude, I feel like I was the first one to fuse the fast shit and then drop it into like a Moomba drop. Cause that's what I did. And then I've never heard that anywhere. And then after I released that song, I started hearing it more and more because it was trap. And then the next 8 bars, it went to like a Moomba.
Yeah.
Like crazy as fuck, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That song.
Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. If anybody,
I feel like you're right. It's just kind of like another one that I told you that I liked. It was you did a remix of I think fuck by Oliver Tree.
Oh yeah,
that track that shit is also different and fire. Obviously, you never like released it or anything, but the idea, And then I remember, damn these guys from.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you didn't know, I used to go by the artist Chavallo, so that's where
Chavallo. Now my man is Seltz out here.
Yo, but I feel. Did you actually finish that song and Nitty just hop on it and just like
that song is different.
Okay, so look, so how that happened was that originally was a remix for a song of Yellow Claw that I was gonna release, and I sent it out to Nitty. Like it was the same drop, same like pattern of the melody and everything.
Yeah.
I sent it to Nitty, and he's like, "Nah, screw that, man. This is too good, man. Let's work on this collab. Let's collab on it." Because before in SAE, he had told me, "Let's work on a song," and then it just never happened. So probably like a year later, I showed him that, and then he just like, "Hey, let's collab on it." He worked on it. He like obviously mixed it down way better, like 10 times better than me, and he added his own sounds, and it turned out to the song "Let's Get It."
That's
and that one and Crack are my like most played songs.
I remember Crack. Your version of Crack was played through many artists and through many festivals.
Yeah, I know, it was crazy. I just hate. I mean, I saw it like once or twice, right? Being played live. Crack came up that we saw it.
Yeah, I mean, Carnage played it many times, and then Carnage also played it.
Gamma played it.
Live stream. Yeah, Gamma played it. But I think the biggest
Vegas, bro, that was crazy.
Oh yeah, with I think Steve Aoki, they were doing a back-to-back. Yeah, they're doing a back-to-back.
That song.
And they played that shit.
Oh, I didn't know that part. I didn't know Dimitri Vegas.
Yeah. I think it was a show here in Miami, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I know it was a back-to-back with Steve
If I'm not
Aoki.
mistaken, somebody tagged me too. I mean, I'm not. I think I'll probably be making this up, but I'm not too sure. I think I saw somebody tag me somewhere. I think Blaster Jacks or something like that probably played, but I'm not too sure.
Oh yeah, I think it came out through like their track list or some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
I know
those two are my most played, man.
I remember that I was in California and I forgot how I came about that. Oh yeah, because I was going through the track list 1001, and then I seen that Carnage had played Crack in Austria. I forgot what that festival was called.
On there.
Yeah, and the whole like sets there, the whole video there is on YouTube, and he plays the whole song out, like the whole song. He plays that shit out, and you see the whole crowd, you see the festival, and everybody's just going crazy. That shit was amazing. That shit was awesome.
Thousands of people going crazy to your song that you just made like in 15 minutes compared to a song that you take weeks to and nobody listens to.
But I remember I had told Vic, I was like, I told Vic, like when I was at his crib, I was like, yo, this thing's fire. But I was like, what if like you do like a side trance drop? And I was talking about like the first one. And then before that, I was like, why don't you do like a little pre-drop before you drop it? And then like right there and there, he came with like that first drop like that. And then that's all that was done that day. And then I think the next day he like sends me the whole song, and then that side trance part comes out, and like that shit caught me off guard. I was like, yo, that's just gas. That's just super gas.
You know what's so crazy about that song? Because before that one with the Nitty Gritty song, "You Get It," and then I had another one that I made a remix for from Pegboards, but it wasn't official or nothing. I made a bootleg.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I started getting like numbers with it. I was getting like 15K, 20K, and then I released on Hypertrap and it was getting numbers.
Yeah.
So I remember when I released Crack, man, I remember I was texting Kamo for like 2 weeks straight. I was like, bro, Crack Flip is not getting numbers, bro. I'm barely like hitting 1,000, bro. And then like 2 weeks later, bro, I see a notification that Gammer reposted and liked it. And then, oh no, Gami. Remember Gami?
Oh yeah, Gami. Yeah, he was the one that did.
Dude, he reposted and liked it, and then that just like sparked the fire, bro. It's like, dude, I saw my track being like from 800 plays to like 3,000 in one day, and I was like, yo, what the hell? What just happened?
Yo, that's sick.
And then it just like every day I was refreshing. Like literally, it was crazy because it's like I just pressed refresh and there was like a new notification.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
God, going off.
What is going on? Yeah.
That's how I felt when Granada came out.
Granada. Dude, I was listening to that song the other day, bro. Because I was cleaning out my computer and I just was like, nah, before I delete every song, I just want to jam out to everything again. And your song popped out with Big and Slim. Shout out to the boys.
Shout out to those. Yeah. I'm actually gonna get them over here at the podcast soon.
Nice.
Yes, I'm super.
I hear that song here and there. I always have it on the Spotify, on my Spotify like songs.
Good. Continue supporting. It's 30,000 plays away to reach 100K on SoundCloud.
Woo, nice, dude.
Nice. Oh yeah.
That's that one got played by Adventure Club so many times.
Nice.
And I forgot other dubstep players, but at the time Ricky had it, and he just basically sent it over to a lot of people, and they just played it. Future Fiend got played by Borgor, Dr. Ozzy, and Odd Prophet.
Dr. Ozzy? Nice.
Those are the ones that I know, and other songs, you know, everybody once in a while they just play my songs, or not, but.
Right.
Future Fiend is almost close to 40,000 plays on its own.
Nice.
So I'm super proud of that.
That song is super fire as well. I have that song all the time too on my thing, and I always hear it here and there. And I'm like, yo, this shit is dumb fire.
Yeah. I always wonder, am I a one-hit wonder?
That's what I thought.
Wonder.
That's why I went to depression.
That's what's up, man. That's fucked up, man.
That's jokes aside.
Because I was like, damn, bro, how is it possible that
his neck?
I gotta crack my neck, bro. What do you want?
I feel you on that, Wilson. I feel you, man.
Because damn, like I released so many songs and remixes, and I could tell you 5 songs and remixes that made it big, and then you got like 20 other songs that I have that barely done anything.
Yeah.
The most remix that I did for them, which is a free one, the Summer. It wasn't even I just took the song and killed the low end, and I just made a drop out of it, and that the one remix got Mode Step on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Those got fire. I was like, damn, that's what's up.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. On the one hit, but at the same time, I feel like, well, I mean, I'll speak for myself because I don't know how it is for you. But I was just being too hard on myself. I was like, bro, this sounds like trash. But then I would show to other people and like, no, it's good. But I was just holding myself back, and I would never release. You know, Kamo was right there to say.
Yeah,
I to this day, all I do is just do like a minute clip, and that's it.
Because I always sends me like fucking ideas and shit, and I'm like, yo, like this is fire, like, you know. And then Vic is never satisfied with it, so it's like,
well, Ralph knows too, because Ralph has told me this so many times. We're not gonna release.
Oh, dude! Every time I hear new music from you, or every time you send me new music, I'm like, dude, when are you gonna send me this? I'm gonna play this on my set. I want to play this on my set, bro. Let's go. Let's play it.
Yeah.
But you have the talent, man. That's why I'm still shocked.
Too, man.
But I got a mediocre talent. I don't know about that, but I appreciate your support, man. That means a lot.
Of course, man.
But I mean, like, your talent, your level of talent is that of a nitty gritty level genius. Like, your music's supposed to be out already, and I'm still shocked that there's a lot of people that still haven't found you. You know.
I mean, it's my fault for not putting myself out there.
I've told Vic so many times that I literally can compare like his cleanness of songs to like fucking Boombox Cartel. Like, no.
Yeah.
So many times I'd be telling him that. But I don't know. I mean, I know how it is for yourself, where you're just like, you don't feel like you're like that, there in that level. But like realistically, like, you know, you are.
Yeah.
You You know,
I know. I just hate that because every time I'll make songs, like you said, I'll send it out to people and they'll be like, man, this sounds like professional. And it's just like to a creator's ear, when you're making your own stuff, it doesn't sound like professional. It doesn't sound finished, and it will never sound finished. Just that's the hard part. You gotta know
that's every producer's nightmare, bro. Like you'll never satisfied with the end product.
Yeah, that's why I give a lot of props, and like I'm proud of Mikey because, dude, I Mikey reminds me a lot when I started off. Like for example, like I used to release like crappy Moonbutton songs, and I thought they were the best. I was like, bro, Diplo's gonna play this on his what is it, Matt Decent radio, all that stuff. And like I didn't give a fuck, you get me? But as like I progressed through years and like more steps into it, like I just started being more harder on myself, and I got self-conscious. And I'm just glad Mikey has him, bro. And I hope he keeps hustling and keeps releasing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's one thing about Mikey, man. Like he just doesn't like care. Like regardless, when he first started, that like he didn't care his music sounded bad or not. You know, he like would just send it out, and bro, he would like bro. He just gets so many emails from like the internet and stuff like that, send it out to people and everything. And then here and there he would get freaking support. And I think the first song I believe he got support from was when he did El Diablo bootleg.
Oh yeah,
Carnage.
Carnage,
And then 4B like played it. And he was super hype, you know. And I remember at that time, you know, because I've known Mikey for years because we played baseball back then. And when I found out about Mikey like DJing was when he was in college up in I think in North or South Dakota. You know, like you think about it, it's like who the hell is in North or South Dakota?
I was thinking about it. I was like, where the hell is Dakota right now? Hold on, I'm doing math in my head. It's like Dakota.
Yeah. Hey, but quick shout out to Mikey too. Before I because now that you made me think about the Carnage thing, it just reminded me that he's the one that brought me to the back of what was that club that Carnage was playing at?
Oh, Story.
Yeah, he brought me because he knew of this spot in Story behind it where all the artists leave, and Mikey took me there, and that's how I met Carnage, and that's how I got his contact info and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, thank you, man.
Shout out only I was conscious that day, that night. Yeah, it would have been nice.
K-Mo was drunk as fuck.
This guy. Well, shout out to you, Mikey. Actually, talking about Mikey on two things. One, I asked him to come over to the show, and he says he's ready to go. So Mikey is another person that's coming to the show very soon. After a couple of people, I already got like a couple of people already listed that's coming in the company.
Nice.
So the second thing about Mikey,
the
reason why the reason why I asked him come over to the show, let's discuss a topic, it's because I'm gonna ask you guys something, and then you guys answer me honestly. There's no right or wrong answer in all this. Everybody has their own perspective and their own beliefs. All right, I have my beliefs.
Okay,
and this is yours. So I asked this the past couple of people that I've interviewed, which was Lucho, Phil, and Vincent.
You interviewed Lucho? Really?
Yeah, I given I think it was before Christmas. Yeah, I interviewed him. It was actually good. It boosted up my numbers. So
nice.
Oh, yeah.
I asked this question to these guys.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you guys believe when a DJ / promoter call themselves an artist and they haven't touched a DAW in their lives? Do you think they have the right to entitle themselves as an artist, or they're just a DJ full of themselves?
To be honest with you, like blank as heck, man. Like I don't care.
Okay.
I stopped caring about what other people do because, like, at the end of the day, that's them. You get me? If they get caught red-handed, that's up to them. I just gotta focus on myself. You get me? I wish I had more to add to that, but yeah, that's how I see it, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of on the same boat, you know, like I see so many artists around that they do stuff and they throw themselves in there, you know, they claim that they're artists, but I feel like a lot of times certain people or artists that tend to do that, they don't progress from there, and then like they're kind of just happy like where they're at, and that's all they end up just doing, you know. And that's one thing I always tell my guys, you know, like if you want to do something, you know, push forward to like what you're doing. Don't be the guy that, you know, does everything for a promotion company just so you can play something, and then like, you know, expect everything to come to you, because that's not gonna happen to you at all. You gotta go out there, you gotta send your music, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know, and then from there let your own music talk for you, and show yourself that you're an artist, you know, instead of just being like the type of people where you promote an event, you do something, and then you don't even make music, you just DJ, and then, you know, you consider yourself an artist. I mean, the thing is, some people have come up like that because they have a team that, you know, they have I guess the puzzles, the pieces of the puzzle to put it together, you know, or they have somebody that will make the music, and then, you know, this is going to be the face of the music, slapping the brand on, you know, and then go from there, basically, where, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say any names specifically, you know, but I mean, everybody has their own way.
Okay, we throwing stuff.
Everybody has their own way to make it, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't say it's fair, but can't really complain about it either.
I mean, I like your point of views from both of you. I like those. That there's no, like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just a matter of perspective.
It's just wrong answers.
Yeah. My perspective in all this is like, all right, I'll call you an artist when I hear that you actually make music, but don't come over here that you have no music background. You came out of nowhere and decided to be like, I'm the DJ, and you've only promoted for short period of time, and you got the DJ skills, you know, just to play. And I'm an artist. Like, it's like, okay, if you're an artist, like if an ARR comes to you and says, I like how you DJ, you got any songs, and you got no songs, then is it fair to call you an artist? But
yeah, exactly how it is.
I mean, that's how it is. And then there's the other side in which Lucho and Mikey disagree on that part. They say like, if you DJ is a form of art.
It is.
Yeah, DJing and making music, it's two different things.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Huge different things, because anybody can make a playlist and press play and obviously queue up the next song. Obviously it takes a little bit of time to learn that, yes, but to actually DJ, read the crowd and all that stuff, that's a whole art form.
Yeah,
and not even throwing in scratching or anything like that. You get me?
Right.
I mean, that's where the terms come from, being a DJ and a producer instead of just a DJ, you know, where at least you're DJing but you have your own songs to show it out, you know, than whether you're just a DJ and you're just playing other people's songs.
I agree. I 100% agree with that. But Mikey probably got a little bit touched on that part because he left a comment on one of my episodes in YouTube.
Right.
And I felt like when he commented,
Who said that?
Mikey.
Oh, Mikey. Oh, okay, cool.
Mikey, I felt like Mikey kind of like felt a little bit salty the way he actually understood it, because hold on, I got the comment because I was just
oh, which one is it? I want to read it.
Hold on, it's funny because I was like, you're like the last person I would expect you to comment that, but hey, come to the show, we could talk about it, you know. So it was on episode 37 on YouTube. So he commented, sorry, Mikey. I mean, you're gonna see this, I know, but we're gonna discuss it when you come to the show, man.
Damn it, I can't find it.
I love you, brother. On YouTube, Lone Wolv Podcast, episode 37, The Business of a Promoter, featuring Vincent J, part 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it says, is being able to draw a skill? DJing is an art. Only time I don't see a certain DJ as an artist is when they don't take it on as a career or only DJ their own parties.
I mean, that makes sense as well.
I mean,
it makes sense, but still, like, if you want to be known as a DJ, then you're just going to DJ other people's songs. If you want to be known as an artist and DJ producer, then make your own songs and play your own songs in your DJ set.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no.
It's just two different things, man. Honestly,
I believe it's two different things, and I have too many DJ friends that are into it. And like I said in the podcast, like I feel like people who believe that DJ is an art, it's because they're probably passionate about it, and that's their only source of income. They don't have anything else, so they'll look at it on a different perspective. However, people like us that we're producers, we're audio engineers and whatnot. Like we have a different perspective of the definition of an artist. As an artist is somebody that actually creates music or does music or plays their own music, has their own form of art. I have my own form of art. It's out there. It's released on the labels and whatnot. I believe that you the moment you become an artist is when you start releasing music on your own, when people are playing your music, and when you are releasing on labels. Everybody in this chat, except for Kimbo, is an artist because we put stamps in the scene. If you not gonna say names either because we know people. I
do consider myself artist. All right, I have unreleased rap music.
I bet.
Oh,
produced by yours truly, Mr. Seltz. But it's never gonna be released. You know,
I can send you the link.
Definitely send them the link. I'm an artist. All right, I'm an artist. I just don't state it.
All right, bet.
I have some art.
But DJs that says that I'm an artist, I should be in the artist VIP section because I'm an artist that doesn't make any music. I don't feel like you're an artist. You're just a DJ. It's a skill that you develop, that you achieve. Hard work and whatnot, but you're not an artist. You don't make music. You play other people's music.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, man.
That's my perspective. You know, we'll see what me and Mikey comes up when I come in.
Another thing that I see it as an event producer is, you know, obviously everybody else that make events and stuff like that, what they look at is obviously the money. You know, and I'm not saying that it's not about the money. But it's always about, can you do two things in one? You know, can you actually put actual artists that produce your music to play shows that can also, you know, have a little pool of themselves, not just because, you know, they produce music and they're artists, you know, that they're going to be on it. I mean, like, they have to basically, it's a form, if this is something they want to do, it's a form of like life and way that they have to like get used to. So, you know, whenever I do shows and stuff, I always want to put artists that I know are, one, make their own music, two, you know, well, not even make their own music, obviously, just produce music in general. And two, they just enjoy doing this, and this is something that they want to chase after, you know?
Right.
And at the end of the day, you know, when you're doing events, it always comes up to obviously the artist that's being booked, the team that's doing the marketing and everything. And if everything goes good, you know, ticket sales are going to be sold. You know, you're never going to do a show with an artist that, you know, is not going to sell tickets and stuff. So whenever you can do the solid support lineup and stuff, and you know that you can get a fire lineup of artists that are super talented and everything, not only are you making money there as your promoter, but you're also helping artists for exposures and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, that's just the sad reality of the scene in Miami. You know, you've been seeing that for years here all around. You know,
I agree.
And realistically, only names I can really mention that have blown up from Miami, obviously Ricky, Nitty Gritty, Bonnie and Clyde. You know, Blunts and
Happy
Blondes
Colors.
from Tampa. Happy Color, yeah.
Big and Slim,
yeah.
our boys.
Big and Slim, yeah.
Big and Slim.
You know, but I mean, other than that, like, but then you also look at other certain artists that been in the game for a minute. But that's when I go back to that whole aspect of they're happy where they are. You know, they're just happy with what they're doing. And, you know, even though obviously they're homies and stuff, I have a lot of friends, you know, so I can always say, you know, this is a little, how can I say, I'm not foreshadowing to something that I'm working on, where obviously if I can get homies that I know that are doing big stuff right now, you know, I'm definitely going to put those artists in the lineup rather than specific artists just to like sell tickets and give that chance or that slot to someone else that can definitely do something better with it or deserve it or show their talent, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I see it as a producer, you know? That's how I see it as a talent producer and everything.
Let me ask you, like, what prompted you to become a talent buyer or event organizer, festival runner, all that? Because I remember that I met you for the first time at Audigi's studio as
yeah.
Oh yeah.
you remember?
When I was working at
Multinational,
So,
man. So
yeah.
I met you through that, and
Yeah.
and obviously you sold me. I don't know if you sold them, but you sold me about the whole concept of what you try to go, what you try to build, and I was I'm on board, bro. Let's go, let's do this. So what actually prompted you to do all that stuff? And I know you have like a history.
So I mean, like I said, I didn't really get into like EDM in general until 2012, 2013, when the big room era was popping and everything, and you would have knife party at Ultra and everything, and people would tweet, what the hell is a knife party? Throwback to knife party.
Knife party. Block me on Facebook.
But when I went off to college up to Maryland, I was playing baseball up in Maryland 2014, 2015. And pretty much there's this kid that came from Puerto Rico. He was supposed to live with other teammates that we had, but my coach forced me to pick him because I was the only one that basically spoke Spanish in Maryland. We're throwing the race cards out there.
Right.
We're living up in Maryland, where my white folks are up there. Shout out to all my white people. And Coach Foster, shout out to you. So yeah, I ended up picking up this kid from Puerto Rico. His name ended up being Eric. And I remember on the way back home, he shows me this Instagram that he has called Puerto Rico EDM. And he started showing me everything. He'd be posting stuff, has to do EDM stuff in Puerto Rico, and he had, at the moment, he had like 5,000 followers. And then throughout the days and stuff, I would help him do posts and stuff like that. So then I thought about it, and I was like, why don't I make my own like EDM page, and I'll call it Multinational EDM. Then that's how Multinational EDM came about. And over there in Maryland, bro, it's the area I lived in was it's a very rich area of African Americans, and basically everything that would be done over there is just basically smoke weed all around,
That's what's up.
I don't really smoke weed like that. Like honestly, I would get headaches because I would smell fucking the marijuana all the time. So, and I just get like, I'm like, bruh, like this shit is irritating. So from making Multinational EDM, besides going to school, practice and everything, I just started doing posts, just started, putting pictures of DJs and everything. And then I started like growing that page. Then come the following year, I sustained an injury in baseball and I needed surgery. So I was like, I think like my career in baseball is done because I had turned 21. I'm like, I'm going to be 22. And then by the time I'm done with rehab and stuff like that, I'm going to be 23. Like, what are the chances of me doing anything else in baseball? So I ended up leaving school and I went back home to Miami. And then Eric would invite me to Puerto Rico to go see kind of just to visit Puerto Rico. And the weekend that I ended up going to Puerto Rico, his cousin ended up having a festival that weekend. And like I said, from high school, I started learning more about artists. Then I noticed that in that festival, it was Hook and Sling. You had Julian Jordan. You had Must Die, Dub Vision, and I believe, and Barely Alive,
Barely Alive.
And I helped out in the festival, and I was like, yo, like this is pretty dope,
That was before they did the helmet and all that stuff, remember?
Yeah. That was when there was no helmet or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No helmet. What do you mean no helmet?
Barely Alive.
Helmet, Barely Alive.
Oh, you're right.
Willie.
When it was just Willie. Yeah.
Really.
And then from there, bro, he was like, yo, like, do you want to do a festival together? Like, we can come up with one where we can try and like bring people. And then I was like, yeah, I'm super down. I mean, I can definitely learn more, And then that's when we came up with the Dreamland idea. Came up with the Dreamland idea. And I started to learn about the bookings. I started doing the hospitalities and everything. And we had a very successful first year, despite everything going on, that happened that weekend of the first festival where there was a nuclear power plant explosion and there was a blackout.
That's what it was. I thought it was like the hurricane thing.
No, the hurricane was the following year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then obviously I made connections because I was the one dealing with everything. I was doing the advancing and everything. And I was like, yo, like, this is fucking dope. Like, getting paid to basically do events, and party and stuff. And that's how I kind of got into that. So from there on out, just basically I started dealing with all the artists, doing the advancing. And it was fun, dude. And I love taking care of the artists, picking them up at the airport, taking them to a hotel, obviously take them out to eat and everything. And that's how I got into that. Then eventually we do 2 more festivals, Holy Color in 2017, and then we'll do Dreamland again 2017. But the hurricane happened, and we had to postpone it. But we managed to do the festival, and then day of the festival, tragedy struck again, where there was a massive rainstorm, and it caused we're doing basically like a block party type where we're doing it on the streets. And what happened was it rained so much that the streets went up about 3 to 4 feet of rain.
Holy crap!
And it basically fried all the cables of the LED screens and all the bass.
I remember that. Yeah. You sent me a picture of that.
And we had to move the main stage that was on the block party to the second stage, which was inside like the parking area. And the people went there to move to the inside of the building, which was like the third stage. And then sadly, the people in the third stage would either have to try and do like a back-to-back, or they won't be able to play, And it's kind of like the same thing that happened in the first year in 2016, where because of the power plant explosion, we were able to get massive generators to generate everything that we needed for the main stage.
At the last minute too, right?
Yeah, at the last minute. But we just couldn't get enough power to generate the big hallway, which is supposed to be the second
room,
the second stage. But in a way, it ended up working out good because I had all the homies do a back-to-back. It was Wolfson, it was Vic, it was DNA, and then we also had some of the Puerto Rico homies hop in there as well. It ended up being a banger. That shit was awesome.
Let the record show that it was a sold out on Saturday. We play over 7,000 people, and it was the craziest 4-way back-to-back.
Yeah, it was insane.
7,000 people.
7,000 people, front to the end packed. Both days, both days.
Both days.
Wolfson crowd surf. That was crazy.
That was dope.
I remember Wilson took his shirt off and he just jumped off. I was like, what's this guy doing? I was like, security.
I remember Andres was there.
Hey, you gotta get the people going, man. This is how you get people.
I'll give it to Wolfson, man. He was the biggest hype man for that, because at that moment, I never played for 7,000 people, man. So when I was doing that, I was like, what the fuck did I do? I was so starstruck, bro.
You know what's funny is that I blacked out. I didn't know what was happening. And then
dude, we were drunk as hell, man.
No, we were definitely drunk as hell.
Bro, I knew that everybody was drunk when I had my 2 friends, Brian and Jacinto, they came. And bro, I've been to festivals with them prior to that day, and they'll go through everything, drinking and everything, and they're fucked up. And I'm talking about, these are the biggest bass head people that I know. And bro, these people literally fell asleep on Excision set when that's their favorite DJ. And I'm like, damn, I know people. I'm like, bro, everybody's so drunk because these guys are passed out in the back and their favorite DJ is playing and they're backstage on their favorite DJ.
Ooh.
And I go backstage and Brian is passed out drunk, and Jay's passed out drunk. And then my dad is pretty lit, My dad got lost around the festival.
Yeah.
They got lost.
Bro, he had a huge ass bottle, bro.
Yeah, bro. And that walking around with a massive bottle and
shit. Off the gasolina pouches. Those shits are fucking
That's
strong.
what fucked me up. It's because we were having unlimited amounts of it.
Yeah, we were having a limit of that. And
bro,
then your dad's bottle, bro. I was just like, bro.
And those gasolina pouches, bro, they're basically like Capri Sun. You just rip them open, the straws inside.
Yeah.
And you drink them like water, and you drink 3 or 4, and then hits you like a fuck.
Bro, 3 or 4. You drink 2 of those and you're like, okay, I feel something.
No, I don't know how many we had. I know we had. I know we had to have refills because it was a lot amount.
That was the start where Vic started becoming a little alcoholic.
Alcoholic Vic, throwback. I miss him.
Oh man, I remember that it got to the point that it was a Saturday one, and we were like, we're not gonna play. That's fine. The guys, we were with DNA, and we were like, hey guys, let's just enjoy the festival. Let's just enjoy and start drinking. And Kevin out of nowhere say, hey, you guys got a USB? You guys gonna play all 4 of you guys together for 40-minute set? We were like,
yeah.
I remember.
I was the one that told you that, bro.
No, yeah,
you passed the message.
Yeah,
I was in front of the stage. Who was playing? I think
he fell down in front of the stage.
Oh, I fell down. Who was playing? I think it was Firebeats.
It was Megalodon.
No.
He's the one that was
Someone's
really
playing. Yeah, someone's playing, whatever. Then I get a random phone call. I'm in front of these speakers, like exploding my ears, and I pick up the phone and I'm like, hello? And it's super staticky. I don't know where I hear like, hello, is this Kevin? I was like, yeah, who's this? He's like, yo, bro, this is Corey, Megalodon. I'm like, what number are you calling me from? Like, I have your number. He's like, bro, my phone fell when I was in the airport in LAX and my phone broke. So I literally flew with no phone. I had to ask the stranger. Crap. I had to ask the stranger to let me borrow their phone so I can call you. And I'm like, I'm just blown. I'm like, first of all, how do you like, where'd you get my number from? Your phone broke?
Yeah, I was just thinking about
it. Was super baffled. I was super baffled. And then I was like, oh, I got to go pick up this guy at the airport. It's going to take me at least 30 minutes. So then I was like, yo, Vic, I need you, Mighty, Gina, Mighty, Wilson. I need you guys to do a back-to-back-to-back for about 40 minutes while I go pick up Corey at the airport. Mm-hmm. And when I came back, like that shit was popping off. Corey showed up and he played for like half an hour or so. And then following Corey, I think Zomboy played.
No, Zomboy was the closing, and I think after Corey, it was it
Jay Harway.
Jay Harway, there you go. And then after
Jay, that's who
Coon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot Coon. Coon was there Coon too. Went. Yo, I remember that you and me had to pick up Zomboy. And then Coon came along with us so we could drop it to the
hotel.
You know what happened, dude, when Zomboy popped up? When he literally came in through the hallway? Because first of all, I had dyed my hair again blonde that time. Yeah. And I had the same haircut as Getter, bro. Literally everybody in the front row while I was just there jamming out. Everybody was doing the dude. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not Getter. Stop doing that. They're literally asking for autographs and everything. I was like, no, not him. Stop. And then Zomboy came up and he was like, hey, what's up, Getter? How you been? I was like, I'm like,
for real? No way. I never knew that. I never knew that.
Yeah, like he was happy as hell. Like if he saw somebody he knew, I was like, I'm not him.
What did he say?
I mean, I didn't say that, but I was like,
I was like, yo, what's good, bro?
What's good?
He's like, yo, when we finish the collab.
Oh man, imagine we just got to the studio right after that.
Yo, he should have been like, yo, when you fly out, bro, let's do the studio after this. Yeah, that would have been dope.
That was funny. I mean, I was drunk as fuck, but that was funny. That was funny.
Dope. As I was saying on the story, me and Coon's wife or girlfriend, I don't know, and then Kevin, we went out to the garage, and then Kevin's like, all right, wait for me right here. I'm gonna pick up the car. It's like, all right. So me and Coon and his girl, we were just talking, and all of a sudden, this group of people came out of nowhere. It's like, yo, it's him. And Coon assumed, and we all assumed that it was for Coon because he just played. And we're like, oh yeah, there's your fans. And all of a sudden, it's like, you're that guy who made that crazy back-to-back.
Yeah, I remember that.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah, in the outside. I remember that.
I was like, yeah, sure. And the guy was like, yo, take a picture of us to Coon. And I was like,
to Coon?
I was like, what?
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
I remember that.
I remember Gene signed a casket.
Yeah, he signed a casket. Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Whoa, chill. A cast, not a casket, bro.
Oh, yeah, casket.
Whoa, what is a casket?
He went to a funeral and signed.
Hold on, let me call him up real quick. Yo, Gene, what casket you signed, bro? Yo, damn.
That boy is 10 toes down, bro.
What's up, bro? Hell nah, dog.
That was
casket. Okay, cast, my bad.
The cast.
Bro, that weekend at Dreamland was just insane.
Oh, shit. Fuck, man.
I still don't know how. Wow. I don't know how. I felt like I was ready to pass out on that back-to-back stage. Because I felt
the stage was super massive and everything.
But it's because I think it was because I was just jumping on time. Everybody was doing back-to-back. I was going back around the stage, hyping everybody. Go back again. Let me do it back-to-back. Okay, let's do that again. At one point, I felt like my legs, at any given moment, I felt like my legs are going to give up and I'm just going to fall down here hard.
Bro, my legs were dead, bro. Like, I was moving around everywhere.
Yeah.
I remember after that, bro, like, I struggled to walk for like maybe a week, bro. With the shoes I had and everything, I was like, bro, that shit killed me, bro.
Bro, another funny story when when we went to Tallahassee for the Nitty.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, we did the road trip to Tallahassee.
There was this girl that in the show, it was before I got up on stage with Nitty. We were towards the end, towards the back, where we could see the whole like crowd and the DJ. And there was this girl that she was being rude. Like she wanted to be like in a certain spot where I was, and she was like, "Oh, can you move?" Blah blah. I guess she like wanted a headbang and all that crazy stuff. And then whatever, she had an attitude. And I was like, "All right, whatever. Here, have fun." And then as soon as I went up, dude, she was like going crazy. She made herself all the way from the back of the crowd to the front to be like, hey, can I go up on stage? Like, what the fuck? I just looked back on the CDJ and I just like kept playing music. I was like, okay, though.
I think I remember like seeing that shit.
It was that blonde, super skinny girl. I mean, yeah, it was a long ass time ago.
I think I know who you're talking about. That trip was pretty dope. No,
Dude,
we had,
I don't know. You're a trooper for doing that long ass trip, bro.
Yeah, I drove there and back, bro.
Kevin
I love
that whole thing.
I love road trips.
But I love road trips as well, man. Especially those long ones, and when you're with your homies and we're just having a blast on the way home. On the way to the place.
I'm gonna give a quick shout out to my boy Marcos for that trip he did last week to Alaska, bro. That shit was crazy. Shout out to Marco.
Shout out to Marco.
Alaska.
Yeah, bro. He did like some fishing trip out there, bro. Like he packed his bags and just went to Alaska, and then he actually came back 2 days ago. So he survived surprisingly. So shout out Marco for that.
That's what's up. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah,
shout out Marco.
Alaska, bro.
Dude, he told me he almost got chased down by a pup.
By what?
By a group of penguins, bro.
The penguins, bro. Yo, he was like, bro, it's like, low key, I'm gonna become an Eskimo, dog. I'm like, yo, do it, cuz. Like, yo, Eskimo is the way of life, bro.
Yo, crazy idea. Would you be able to do a EDM festival up there in Alaska?
Damn, in Alaska? That'd be crazy.
I mean, if the people are aware of the artists and stuff, hell yeah, it's possible. Who's
gonna show up? Like 5 people?
We'll do it in the
how much of penguins and fans and walrus?
I got the VIP section ready for the penguins to pull up. Marco gonna be the special guest over there, boy.
Real.
Boy. I mean, just think about it. Like the target audience that you got over there are Canadians, Alaskans, and Russians.
Yeah.
So imagine some of the Russians that can never travel to any of the festivals, and it's like, oh my God, there's literally one right here in Alaska. We can go there. Some of the Canadians as well. You know?
I would do like what's that movie that they did in Alaska? 30 days and 30 days and 30 nights about the zombies.
Yeah.
I'll do a theme like that.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, bro. Like,
imagine real vampires. That'd be cool.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like Dracula type shit, bro. And like people would just get killed, but I'm not liable for that, because it's the natural heritage over there in Alaska. So.
We're gonna cut this off.